The Galactic Council's war chamber fell into absolute silence. Ambassador Chen Wei stood at the holographic display, her small human frame dwarfed by the towering representatives of a dozen alien species. The massive Korthak delegation shifted, uncomfortably in their exoskeletons, while the ethereal Veilnari flickered with uncertainty. Even the ever-confident hegemony delegates stopped their incessant clicking. Admiral Zexthai of the Korthak Supremacy broke the silence first, his voice a deep rumble that vibrated through the chamber's reinforced walls. "Surely there has been some translation error, Ambassador Chen. Our linguistic processors must have malfunctioned." Chen smiled, that peculiar human expression that had unnerved alien diplomats for decades since first contact. "No translation?" "Error, Admiral. Human warships operate without energy shields, deflector barriers, or protective fields of any kind." The Veilnari representative, a shimmering mass of pure energy barely contained within a crystalline housing, pulsed with what could only be described as panic. "Impossible. No species advances beyond planetary warfare without defensive barriers. It is suicide." "And yet," Chen continued, gesturing to the tactical display showing the recent human victory at the Kepler system, "our forces destroyed 3 Devourer's hive ships with minimal losses, ships that your combined fleets couldn't even scratch." Commander Thys of the reptilian Seth Empire hissed, her forked tongue tasting the air nervously. "The Devourers have adaptive shielding. Their barriers learn and evolve. They become immune to any weapon after the first few strikes. How do you penetrate what cannot be penetrated?" Chen's smile widened. "That's exactly the problem with your thinking, Commander. You all build stronger shields, then stronger weapons. To pierce those shields, then even stronger shields to stop those weapons. It's an endless cycle of escalation." She manipulated the holographic controls, and the display shifted to show a human destroyer, the UES Persistence, engaged in battle. With a Devourer cruiser 3 times its size, the alien ship's shields flared and adapted with each hit, its protective barrier shifting through the electromagnetic spectrum to counter the human vessel's weapons. "Watch carefully," Chen said. "The Devourer's shields adapt to our plasma cannons within seconds. By the 4th shot, our weapons are completely ineffective." The assembled aliens nodded. This was exactly what they expected, the natural order of the universe. The stronger defense always won. Then the human ship did something that defied every military doctrine in the galaxy. It rammed the Devourer. The entire chamber erupted in gasps, chittering, and harmonic shrieks of disbelief. The human destroyer, a vessel barely 300 meters long, had accelerated to ramming speed and punched straight through the Devourer's adaptive shields like they were tissue paper. "Your shields," Chen explained calmly over the din, "are designed to stop energy weapons, projectiles, and plasma. They're not designed to stop a 50,000-ton warship moving at 12% of light speed." Admiral Zexthai's mandibles clicked frantically. "But the kinetic impact. Your ship would be destroyed." "The Persistence suffered severe damage to her forward sections," Chen acknowledged. 87 casualties. But she survived. The Devourer didn't. And that's the difference between human military doctrine and yours." The hologram shifted again, showing the construction of human warships. Where other species mounted massive shield generators, humans had installed additional armor plating, redundant systems, and emergency bulkheads. Where aliens placed delicate barrier projectors, humans had backup life support and modular repair bays. "We build our ships to take damage," Chen continued, "not to avoid it. Every human vessel is designed with the assumption that it will be hit, breached, and battered. Our crews train for catastrophic system failures. Our engineers build everything. Twice. Commander Thiss leaned forward, her scales rippling with confusion. But why? Why choose to endure damage when you could prevent it? Chen walked to the center of the chamber, her voice carrying easily to every corner. Because shields fail. They always fail. They run out of power. They overload. They get overwhelmed. But humans endure. She gestured to another display, showing human soldiers in damaged armor still fighting, human ships with half their hulls blown away still firing, human colonies under siege for years still broadcasting defiant messages. Your species spent millions of years perfecting the art of not getting hurt. Humans spent millions of years perfecting the art of getting hurt and continuing to fight anyway. When your shields fail, you surrender. When our hull gets breached, we put on EVA suits and keep shooting. The silence stretched again, heavier this time. The implications were staggering. An entire species that had built their military doctrine around the simple principle that the best defense was to be too tough to kill. Admiral Zexthai spoke slowly, his usual confidence shaken. The Devourers have been expanding for 3 centuries. They've conquered 47 systems. Their adaptive technology makes them invincible. Made them invincible, Chen corrected. Past tense, because they never encountered a species crazy enough to build ships designed to be destroyed. Every time they adapt to our weapons, we switch tactics entirely. When their shields stop our plasma, we use kinetics. When they adapt to kinetics, we ram them. When they adapt to ramming, she paused, her smile becoming positively predatory. Well, they can't adapt to a human boarding party with plasma cutters and a bad attitude. The chamber erupted again, this time with excited chatter instead of disbelief. For the first time in decades, there was hope against the Devourer threat. The Galactic Council votes, announced the Vailnari representative, its form brightening considerably, to formally request human military assistance against the Devourer expansion. Chen nodded graciously. We accept. But understand this. Human crews don't retreat, human ships don't surrender, and human tactics don't make sense. We'll win your war, but we'll do it our way. As the session concluded and the alien representatives filed out, Admiral Zexthai approached Chen privately. Ambassador, he rumbled quietly, I must ask, are all humans this resilient? Chen looked up at the towering alien warrior, her expression serious for the first time that day. Admiral, you just saw our diplomats in action. Wait until you meet our soldiers. The Korthak Admiral's exoskeleton actually shuddered at the thought.